Okay, good day everyone again. So now we will talk about more of the components of an embedded system. So as you can see, we have here a development board, and in a development board we have this microcontroller inside. So the development board could be an Arduino, Raspberry Pi, or anything that could be a development board with a microcontroller. And in order for this microcontroller to be programmed, we can use another interface, which is the display, for us to program this Arduino board, or program the microcontroller in the Arduino board or in the Raspberry. And in some cases we can use Jetson Nano or Jetson board. And for the processor, we can discuss processors. There are two kinds of processor. Actually, we have this general purpose processor and digital signal processor. For a general purpose processor, as I have mentioned earlier, it is most of the time included in our computers, laptop, desktops, and any because it uses for many applications. So and it includes many features. So medyo na siya ang naka-suited for general purpose processor. And also we have this digital signal processor. It is made to support digital signal processing function, so like audio, video, like that. And for a digital signal processor, it uses vector instruction. So in that vector instruction, you can have the parallel implementations of function. For example, we can add certain value in a parallel way, so to make the process more faster. For example, in an image, di ba sa image daghan jud siya pixel. So kung isa-isahon nimo na siya og process, madugay siya. So in that vector instruction is used para maparallel ang pag-process niya. And digital signal processor are cheaper but mas limited. And for another components of an embedded system, we have a sensor. So sensor receive information from the environment. So siya ang receive, tigdawat, and it can provide simple information. For example, we have thermistor. It reports the temperature, and for the photoresistor, reports the intensity. And we can have also a light sensor that detects light, or pressure sensor that ginadetect pod ang pressure, humidity sensor that detects humidity. So mas specific ang iyahang detection. Mao na siya ang usual nga mga simple sensor. And we also have this complex sensor. Example of that is we have this camera, CMOS camera. It captures images, so it receives information of the images like the saturation and hue, the color. So it is very complex. And we have this Ethernet controller sensor. So it enables network communication. It receive information in a communication or a network. In a network, so na communication, it receive information or data in a network. So that is an example of a complex sensor. And for the actuators, kung ang sensor murag mahitabo nga mura siyang input port, and actuators can be considered as an output. It causes events to occur in the environment. So muna siya ang magpa-output. And example of that is light emitting diode, and small lights are LED and LCD LCD display. So for example, in a sensor, na-detect niya nga na nag-trigger ta dira nga at kini nga temperature musiga ang LED. So ang LED siya ang magpa-output nga hoy, ang temperature ni lapas na. So mo na siya ang purpose sa actuators. And also sa LCD display, pwede po siya ma-display sa mga information na gusto nimo ipa-output. And aside from those simple actuators, we have also complex actuator. Example of that are servo motors. Servo motors can be used in robotics. It moves something in a robot arm or something like that. And we also have these Ethernet controllers. So aside from it can be a sensor, it can also be actuators because more siya transmit and receive na gyapon. Kung ni-receive siya, pwede po siya maka-transmit of information and data in a network communication. So I think that's it for the components of an embedded system.